Okay, so quick update on my pick'ems. Didn't do too well, but didn't do too bad. I got almost every team correct except for BLG and KT. Those are the only ones I got wrong. And also Gen G lost the game, and GT won with less than 2 losses. So I got those 2 wrong, and BLG flunked out. But besides that, I think I did okay. I underestimated how good KT would be, so obviously KT will win because I'm not excited about KT. They are very good. Next, this is my pick'ems. Listen, there's a little bit of copium here, but let's talk about them from top to bottom. The only reason why you shouldn't pick T1 over AL is the fact that AL did go 3-0. He had what, 10 days off of no official stage games? Whereas T1 is just like really fresh. They've been playing all the time. You know, they had the IG games at the start. Now they played like doing 3 and 2, so they played a lot of BO1s and BO3s. Whereas AL just played 2 BO1s, 1 BO3, and then they just been chilling for the past week. If you think that that's gonna factor, which it probably might, we've seen a lot of teams that go 3-0 just like suck. They come back. You can predict T1 here, but I'm gonna predict AL just because I think AL is better. TS G2, this one's a little bit tricky because I do think TS has not been looking that good, whereas G2 did have a kind of an easier draw. They only beat BLG, that's considered strong, but they're not even here, so who knows, right? TS lost to KT, and then they had struggled, and they finally beat BLG at the very end. Even though I do think BLG should have won that, but you know, putting Nyan Galio, Beishuan, subbing in Beishuan. What can you do? What can you do? I mean, that's BLG, and this is TS. I think TS should lose. I'm gonna predict G2 to win. Genji HLE, I mean, Genji HLE, I think these are like some of the top 3 teams in the world. So having them play each other is gonna be rough. I'm gonna predict Genji because I think Genji are historically the better team and have been playing really well this tournament. KT CFO. Listen, same thing. KT went 3-0. They've been chilling. I don't think they even had a hard group draw, whereas CFO had to be like play against some really tough teams. And plus, you know, full disclosure, I am on CFO. I don't have a CFO shirt on, but I do think they are better. And for the next round, I guess we go top. AL. I mean, AL should be the favorites, right? On this side, they should just win everything. If not AL, then T1 should just win everything to the finals. I think the only 2 strong teams here are AL, T1. So yeah, whatever you have them here, just put them there. This one, I mean, if CFO wins, that'd be great. Obviously, I'm a little bit high on copium of CFO. But if you want to be normal, you probably just do this, right? Something like that. Or if this is like T1, maybe you have it winning 3 times in a row. If T1 wins 3 times in a row, that is fucking crazy, dude. Like, that would be one of the greatest like roster runs ever. For that squad. But yeah, I think Genji are the favorites. I'm just gonna put CFO there because a little bit of copium and hopium. But if not, if you want to use your brain, this is probably the way I would do it. If I want to use my brain, if not, I would just do it like this. Yeah, I kind of wanted to just talk about my thoughts. And then in the grand finals, I mean, I think Genji HLE are as good, if not better than AL. It should be like Genji HLE AL is like the top 3. So it just depends on which way you want to go. But yeah, the fact that HLE gets eliminated in first rounds kind of sucks. And yeah, okay. I do believe CFL can beat KT. I do think BD has been playing really well, but I feel like the rest of the team is not as strong. They didn't have that strong of a drawing, so they didn't really have to show themselves too hard. Whereas CFL, I think we saw a lot of good and maybe some bad, you know, like, let's not talk about the Otacon throws. But overall, I like the way CFL's been playing. I'm pretty happy. I think they're really strong. I think we'll do well. And yeah, I think, you know, maybe semis, that's pretty crazy for a Flying Oyster to do. And I just have them winning Worlds. Whatever. But that's basically it for my pick'ems. Hopefully they come true, you know, hopefully. If not, I'm gonna be kind of depressed for the next few days. Okay.